Hello, my name is Allison Donor. I am a student of Rohit Kumar. I recently completed my 200-hour Hatha Yoga certification under his school, Santana Yoga Sandesh, and today I'm here to interview him on what I think are some common questions about yoga, traditional yoga, as well as practice. Namaste, Rohit.
Namaste.
My first question is, in modern times, I feel that yoga has become very popular, and along with that, I think that some misinformation can be spread. So what do you think is one of the most important misconceptions you'd like to correct about yoga?
Well, when we talk about misconception in yoga, it has many. In the modern time, if I include all the misconceptions, that's too many. But the very common that approach that people have taken about yoga is the very generalized sense. Let's say I believe many people look at yoga as exercise, and it has become too much for some reasons that yoga is totally away. At some places, yoga is totally away, and exercise in the name of yoga has taken the whole shape of yoga. It's one misconception. Another, seeing yoga in a very limited sense. Let's say when we practice yoga, what branch of yoga do you practice? What branch? If somebody says, I do asana, it comes from a certain branch of yoga. It has several branches. So if I talk about misconception, it's a long record. But two important things I would add is, one, seeing the yoga as exercise, and another, to carry the very limited sense, about yoga. Nevertheless, they practice yoga in some way, they think they are doing yoga, it's welcome.
So we talked about some misconceptions. What you think that a lot of people are doing isn't the traditional yoga that you preach, that you practice. So what is your message as a school? What is your definition of yoga?
Yes. Look, the word tradition, I have asked so many of my students, what do they mean by this? They carry again a limited sense. They say it is ancient, it is old. Let me clarify about traditional, or the word tradition. Tradition means time-tested wisdom, always relevant, whatever change may take place. So at my school, or any school, I would tell you, any school in the world which has taken some promising step towards carrying on the message of yoga, they will have the same approach. And the approach is maintaining the right decorum and trying to establish or express the different branch of yoga along with its adaptability in the modern time. At the present day, human needs and human personality is just not one layer, it is multi-layered. So to take one practice of yoga and calling it as yoga is a very unwelcoming approach. So at my school or at any school which is genuine will have a combination of different branch of yoga along with all the practices or many practices which are helpful to mold the different layers of human personality. And that's what we do, or at least we try to do.
So Rohit, next question.
Yes, please.
How do you think that yoga benefits a person in their everyday life more than just what people see as making themselves stronger, more flexible, peaceful mind?
Yes. Again, while answering this question, I have the same answer or perhaps the same approach which I have taken into answering my previous questions. How yoga benefits, it depends upon which branch of yoga you are taking into your use. Let's say one branch called Hatha Yoga. When you do the practice of Hatha Yoga, it does purification. It balances system of energy in the body. It brings flexibility to your body. It brings over control on the vital force in the body. So it depends upon which branch of yoga we combine to our practices. Let's say you go into Raja Yoga. It's an excellent method to enter into the deeper recesses of human mind, to control the human mind, to harness the mental potential. Raja Yoga is tremendously helpful. Let's say you want to channel or you want to harmonize the bubbling emotions that we have. We go for Bhakti Yoga. So it depends upon which branch of yoga we are going to incorporate. And all branches of yoga relate to different aspects of human personality. So yoga helps every human, whichever age he belongs to, in many ways. I would answer this question.
All right, next question.
Yes.
I'd like to know a little bit about what yoga looks like in everyday life. I think you can talk a little bit about your own experience. I know you're very dedicated in your practice. So what does that look like for you?
Well, it seems to be a personal question, I guess. Well, I began my life into yoga for my health reasons. There was no other reason I came into yoga. But before I had taken like Hatha yoga for my need and necessities, I had some experiences which I can't talk about. I had those experiences. So my health reasons and some of the experiences which I had, which are very personal to me, I jumped into this. I would say I jumped into this. So first thing was to heal the complications I had, physical, emotional, and mental. And second, I had to carry on my experiences which I had. I believe all of us know about Swami Vivekananda. So I was actually following Swami Vivekananda, not blindly. I was over enthusiastic about his words, how he speaks, how he decorates his speeches, how he writes was so fascinating for me. I would tell you, I was driven. His words were so full of magnetism for me, full of magnetism, full of beauty and power. So I exactly followed how he talked about meditation, how it brings charm to us, how it helps us. So there was one part I was carrying, which we can call meditation, whatever name you give. So trying to find a stillness, peace, quietness, one level. Another was do some practices which could heal my health problems. And slowly I experienced both. So many health problems which I had, which was a great barrier into my evolution, I got over them. And lots of experiences of several kinds I got through. So let's say for me, I have a different levels of programs which I do. Early in the morning, I begin with meditation, prayer and meditation, which is never changing. I never skip it. Wherever I am, whichever state I have, I carry on early in the morning. And after that, I do some practices for my health reasons, which is asana, pranayama, mudra, bandh, etc. and some kinds of energy balancing. So over the period of time when you do the practices, you get so many experiences and you can further mold them according to your need. So again, I reiterate, the first meditation I intentionally do for evolution, and then some practices of Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga and Kriya Yoga I do for my health purposes. Still I do, and all combined together have given me so much, and I'm very proud about it.
Thank you. My last question
Yes.
would be, let's say a viewer knows nothing about yoga, they just stumbled upon this video.
I understand. Yes.
What is one thing that you would like to tell them about yoga, specifically traditional yoga?
It's a very beautiful question. and I have to be little bit partial when I'm answering this question.
Of course.
Uh, I would say yoga carries, yoga maintains tradition. The first answer is this. So when I say style of yoga, traditional yoga is one style, it's a limited sense. I always say yoga is always all about tradition, wisdom, sensory as well as extra sensory wisdom. Now, a newcomer who comes into yoga knows nothing about it. So it is up to the teacher that they have to know the details in clarity. So when anybody new comes in the class, he begins with clarity. For example, you have taken the course in my school. Now, when we were in the classes, we expressed in details as much as we could. And you have learned that. Now, when you go back home and people come across you, they visit you, it is your responsibility to pass on the same message. So it's a bit complicated answer how they will begin. It is the responsibility of the teacher. Newcomer is a newcomer, it's a blank paper. You can write whatever you want. And as an individual, my simple request to everybody is before you take upon anything, let's say yoga or any subject matter, you have all the right to investigate, interrogate, put doubtful questions, and try your best to receive as clarity as possible. We should never accept or succumb to any opinion coming to us just blind. So, as an individual, when you go for anything new, you must be highly careful because nowadays the vanity of false education in yoga is tremendous. And if I go further beyond my approach, which I have done showed now, I will tell you the metaphysics since centuries has always been like this. So many teachers always came and they proposed so many things. At the same time, there was something very genuine, very clear, which were also there. So in the past, in the present, in the coming time also, this muddled up approach will always be there. It is always requested to teachers, please have as more clarity as possible and express the same. And to newcomers, go as a careful individual. Investigate, see through, judge, observe, and try to interrogate. And then see how it works for you. With clarity, and then sincerely go, answer is there.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for your time
Thank you,
and
Ellie.
being in this video.
Thank you, Elias.
And hopefully we answered some interesting, important questions. I know there's so much
Always.
going on in yoga,
Always.
but
Always.
yes, I appreciate your honest answers.
Thank you so much for these kind questions, and I'm very glad to be able to answer in my way as much as I can. Thank you so much.